When one of the planet's biggest recording artists released his most anticipated project of the year, millions of fans hit play and immediately realized something was wrong. The voice they were hearing wasn't a recording, it was a machine. For 20 years, Kanye West's brand was built on the idea of the obsessive, uncompromising perfectionist. This is the producer who famously spent 3 summers making 5 beats a day, a man who would rework a single drum fill for weeks to achieve the analog warmth of albums like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. But the release of Vultures 2 shattered that reputation. On tracks like Sky City and Field Trip, listeners identified cadences and rhythms that felt stiff, robotic, and completely detached from the artist's natural delivery. The subsequent investigation confirmed the community's suspicion. The world was no longer listening to Kanye West. They were listening to a software model designed to mimic him. The discovery began within the r/goodass subreddit community, where users began cross-referencing audio snippets to isolate digital anomalies in the vocal tracks. By analyzing the specific metallic grain and artificial sibilance in the audio, these users successfully identified the exact commercially available AI voice model used by the production team. The evidence moved beyond a single album when fans discovered those same AI artifacts on Cash Cow, an unreleased collaboration with British artist Skepta. Even when the team issued album updates, adding a full verse to the song Forever, the new audio featured a cadence that ignored the artist's signature swing in favor of a rigid computer-generated flow. This pattern of evidence proved that the AI usage was a deliberate system-wide strategy to automate the recording process itself. To see how a human performance becomes a digital clone, we look at the 4-step pipeline used in the studio. Step 1. The artist records a mumble flow reference to establish the basic rhythm and melody. Step 2. A ghostwriter takes that rhythm and writes actual lyrics, providing a cleanly recorded professional vocal file. Step 3. The ghostwriter's file is fed into an AI voice model trained on the artist's past discography. Step 4. The software overlays the artist's tone onto the ghostwriter's performance, and the resulting clone is exported directly to the final commercial album. The irony is stark. The pioneer who spent decades revolutionizing hip-hop production has successfully automated his own presence within it. For the fanbase, the fallout is personal. They are mourning the loss of a boundary-pushing genius who now appears to treat his own creativity as a data entry task. But this shift arrives as the broader music industry faces a period of intense legal friction, where traditional concepts of performance and ownership are beginning to fragment. Major artists are already navigating these loopholes. At Coachella, Justin Bieber performed his early hits not by singing them live, but by playing YouTube clips of his younger self for the audience to watch. This wasn't a creative choice, it was a strategic one. By using publicly available YouTube audio, Bieber bypassed the complex licensing rights held by his former manager over his original master recordings. While Bieber used loopholes to reclaim his past, AI companies are scraping decades of artist data to automate the future, harvesting vocal patterns and melodies without permission or compensation. Industry veterans warn that this data harvesting serves a specific end: the creation of autonomous systems designed to replace the human musician altogether. By releasing AI clone tracks as official studio work, the man who once demanded absolute analog perfection has provided the industry its ultimate proof of concept. He has demonstrated that for a global icon, the physical act of showing up to the studio is now entirely optional.